Alright family, so it's a day after the Manny Pacquiao Keith Thurman fight, one of the biggest fights of the year in my opinion. We also had Dillian White versus Oscar Rivas as well. A great fight. It was just a great day of fights in my opinion. If you want me to be 100 with you, the Keith Thurman Manny Pacquiao undercard was a little underwhelming, but the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, that saved it for me. The Dillian White Oscar Rivas, the whole card was fire. I enjoyed that whole card. If I wanted to compare the two cards, I think Matchroom Boxing put on a better card than PBC overall. But just to see the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, Manny being a legend, also Manny getting the split decision W, dropping Keith Thurman early, it was crazy. Like, if you want to be 100, I had Keith Thurman winning before the fight happened. Obviously, that was my prediction. I thought Keith Thurman would win on points. He didn't. And if you want me to be real, this is just my opinion watching the fight. I did have Keith Thurman up by a round, but I understood the split decision because at the end of the day, that knockdown in the beginning of the fight, I think it changed the whole narrative of the fight. It had Thurman spooked. Thurman didn't expect that. He was criticizing Pacquiao's power the whole entire lead up to the fight. He ended up finding out it was real. And we may end up finding out also too that Keith Thurman, man, he's gonna go down as a very solid boxer, but those injuries definitely took a step out of him. He doesn't have that motor that he used to have. I feel like he definitely lost a step, and it's gonna be hard for him to regain it. I just think he's just not the same fighter after those injuries. At the end of the day, that's not me taking anything away from Manny. Manny did his thing, man. Shout out to Manny Pacquiao. He proved me wrong. And a lot of y'all was in the comments, a lot of y'all was saying Manny was going to win. Y'all big fans of Manny. Y'all stayed by his side. Y'all ended up being right. So it was a great win for Manny Pacquiao. Obviously, there is some people saying that they feel like it was an upset. Some people feel like Thurman got robbed. What do y'all think on those opinions? Me personally, even though I had Thurman up around, I understand the reason why the decision was given to Manny. It makes sense for the most part. I would have gave it to Manny too, even if I was in that particular position as well. So yeah, also let's talk about it. I want to know, at the end of the day, who do you think Manny's going to be fighting next? You know what I'm saying? Amir Khan obviously has been talking a lot. He's been wanting that Manny Pacquiao. Now, you know he wants it more than ever because that's going to be a really big fight for Amir Khan. But who do you think Manny should fight next? He has a lot of options. He got a belt now. You know what I'm saying? The Errol, Spence, Sean Porter winner is always... I think that might be the next move, in my opinion. I think whoever wins between Errol Spence and Sean Porter, they're going to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. But obviously, that's not happening until September, so we might see Manny Pacquiao fight. Obviously not as soon as September, but maybe in the October, November area, and that's what Amir Khan was referring to when he said he signed for the November date. Even though I criticized him, I said he's delusional in a sense, and he's just kind of talking. If you really think about it, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao just beat an undefeated fighter in Keith Thurman. Some said at a point in time he was the best welterweight. I know I thought that. So he beat him. Why fight anyone other than Amir Khan? I feel like an Amir Khan is a very winnable fight for Manny. It's a big fight when it comes to the two names, especially if they do it in Saudi Arabia. He goes over to Saudi Arabia, he beats Khan, gets that payday. Pacquiao's name is even bigger, and then now you can have him face the winner of Spence versus Porter, which a lot of people think is going to be Spence, so you're going to end up having that ultimate clash next year, 2020. What y'all think, though? Recap of the fight day yesterday. I thought it was a lot of great fights. Who impressed you the most out of all the performances? You got Manny versus Thurman, Dillian White versus Oscar Rivas, Lawrence Okolie fought last night. You had Derek Chisora with that crazy KO win. So yeah, let me know what y'all think, and where you guys think Manny Pacquiao goes from here. You think he's going to fight Amir Khan? And then after that, he's fighting the winner of Sean versus Spence, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, they might pull something out of the magic hat, and he might end up fighting someone you never would even expect him fight, maybe like a Mikey Garcia or something like that. Let me know below, y'all. You already know it is BLAKGOOSETV all day. Stay up.